Hello, everybody, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching us from. Remember, this is your show, the best show ever in the under the sun. We are here to host you to this magnificent Bedroom Matters, a show hosted by Jacinda Guamos, together with my
Mhm.
co-host Anne. And today,
Yeah.
under the bed of roses, we'll be discussing quite a number of issues related to the bedroom. Maybe I'll give my this chance to my co-host to say hello to you and welcome you officially to the show.
Hello, everyone, wherever you're watching us from. It's good to see you. Today, we are having a very hot topic on bedroom mirror. Bedroom mirror. I don't know, Jesse, where we start from here because it's a lot that we can talk about when it comes to bedroom matters. I know when we say bedroom, people just think about the action that happens in the bedroom. It should not only happen in the bedroom anyway. So we have a lot that we are going to talk about. And you can like, comment, share with your friends, let them not miss out on what we are about to talk about tonight.
Awesome, awesome. We are promising you a magnificent, a lovely topic. And as my co-host has said, we are not just discussing the act itself or anything related to that, but you're talking about how a person prepares from the preparation stage up to when you are looking at yourself in the mirror, you will
Mhm.
definitely start when you are about to get to the shower. When you come from the showers, you look at yourself from the mirror. When you change,
Mhm.
you look at yourself in the mirror. And when you are stepping out of the room, you must also look at yourself in the mirror and make sure that you are presentable. And I believe it's going to be a good show. Kindly join us through our social media platforms. Kindly like, comment, and be sure that we are going to engage you through this whole process. I believe and trust that the first thing we say is when people get into a relationship, issues
Mhm.
related to bedroom become pertinent and very important. And we say
Yes.
the source of happiness for any relationship sometimes or most of the
Mhm.
time comes from the bedroom. Do you agree with
Yeah.
those sentiments, Anne?
Yes, I do. I believe there is no marriage that can work without that, without sex, because that is the main thing. Mtu hutoka kwao, eh? That's why people get married and leave their parents because you can't say they are there just because of children, because of money or whatever. They are there because they want to have a companion, a partner they can bond with. And one of the ways that people bond in marriage is through sex. And that is the main key component of that relationship, which is marriage. So I believe it's very important.
And we believe and trust that this is a space whereby we express love, we express desires, vulnerability, and this is also a source of so much bitterness into people's lives, whereby the battles that are fought in the bedroom becomes a reality. But let's look at, or let's start from a positive perspective. What
Mhm.
is that? What we call a dream bedroom, a place whereby a husband and wife connects, come together on board. They are able to
Mhm.
relate and such kind of things. They're able to talk as much as we end
Mhm.
up, or else they end up having product because this is a source of happiness. And I want to believe and
Yeah.
trust that in relation to bed issues and bedroom issues, this is
Mhm.
where if I'm dating you, this is where after the whole day's processes and such, this is a place whereby I'm not supposed to come in a hurry. This is a place I'm supposed to come, give you time at the end of the day, talk issues related to how my workplace has been and such kind of things before we engage into
Mhm.
these other perspectives. And I believe
Yes.
for prosperity and also for connectivity, bedroom is
Mm.
a place where we are supposed to connect. Do you agree with these
Yes.
sentiments?
Yes, I agree with you completely because I think one of the main things, if I'm coming from work and I'm feeling overwhelmed by work, by things that are happening in my life, I think when I have a husband and a partner, I think the first thing I would like to do is tell them how my day was. And with vulnerability, without being judged or without feeling like this person doesn't want to listen to me. As women, and you know, women, we talk a lot. We can talk, and we just want somebody to listen to us. So I think in marriage and in the bedroom, that's where you get naked physically, become naked for the action, and you also become naked in how you talk about things. You are being real with how things are in life, with everything. So you need that person to somebody who can listen to you as you communicate to them. Yeah.
Now, that's in order. And there is a comment that we are receiving. They are coming in thick. Mary Masioko is saying bedroom is the key in relationship. You have talked about
Yes.
something. I come to you in the bedroom, naked,
Yes.
physically and also emotionally. To
Yes.
what extent? And you
Yes.
can see a model bed. And this is a 6 by 6, or it is which size? Maybe, and you can relate to this.
It's a 6 by 6. Yeah, it looks like a 6 by 6. It is. Yeah. You
Now,
can
when
see
you talk
how
about,
nice the
Mhm.
bedroom is organized. You can see how well lit, how nice it's looking, clean. It looks like it would even smell very nice, very
Mhm.
airy. First of all, the
Mhm.
bedroom should be clean and good smelling and everything, because that's where you spend your intimate times with your loved one. Yeah.
And maybe we can start with that. When you talk about cleanliness and how we maintain our bedrooms, we are talking about still, we have not gotten into the real issues that pertain to
Yeah.
me and you as individuals, but we are looking at the issue, or as the connectivity, or how the bedroom is supposed to be well lit,
Mm-hmm.
clean,
Mm-hmm.
bed sheets, bed
Very
covers,
nice.
and all that is well maintained. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think in the modern world, or women, because they are the masters of cleanliness, do you think they are doing what they are related or else they are required to do in terms of bedroom?
I believe most of them are really trying and making sure, because as we say, cleanness is second to godliness. I believe people are doing that, because in the bedroom, people are coming to realize that if you don't make a home or a bedroom something, for people with kids, that's the only place you can be together with your men and have a good time. So if you don't make it comfy and cozy for someone to feel that they're somewhere, they can cuddle, you can talk. That's why nowadays there is even this bed. I don't know if our producers have, that is supposed to be in the one, supposed to be in the bedroom. Unaijua hiyo kiti, kuna kiti fulani hapo iko na ango fulani.
Actually, our producer, you can bring back the seat ili tuanze kuchambua kiti kinafaa kuwa pale, ama it's part of the
There's
making the bedroom. Mhm.
there, there's that seat and there's another one that's supposed to be there. I don't know if our producers can look for that seat. It's supposed to be in the bedroom. It helps a lot
Ngoja
in
ngoja
matters
kidogo.
in,
Kile kiti
yes.
ni cha nini? Kile kiti ni cha
Kila
nini?
Unaona, sasa mkiingia pale, mzee anaweza fikiria akae hapo kidogo akikunywa
Mhm.
kachai kidogo, maybe babe ako huko anaoga,
Mhm.
anajitayarisha tayarisha. You can have a conversation there as it's a place that you're having time together to connect. As much as you
Mhm.
sleep there and have intimacy, that is also part of intimacy, because you're going to have some nice talks with your wife, with your loved
Mhm.
one in there. I believe, you can see there is even an ottoman where you put your legs there nicely. They should have another one. I believe there should be two, so that you can talk nicely there. It's not only just straight to the bed. As we are saying, you're not just supposed to have sex just in the bed. You can even have it on the carpet.
But,
Yeah,
but, but, but from my
but
perspective,
yes,
I don't think we really need a seat in the bedroom,
it's important. I believe it's also important.
because at the end of the
What
day,
I
unless
also,
it is one, just
let
like
me
the
ask you a
producer has shown us, because I think maybe tuseme ni half time ama kitu kama kile, tunaketi kwa
yeah,
carpet, lakini si mambo
hata
ya
kwa
kuwa na viti mbili. Aha.
Yeah, you can be comfy there kwa seat, mkae hapo muongee kidogo, half time as you talk about life and other issues, because you're not just, you are connecting with this person. It's just not about sex. It's somebody you're
Mhm.
connecting with, I believe, with your soulmate, your friend, your best friend. So there's more you can do other than sex. You can also have some talk. Yeah. You
Now,
connect like
we
women. Let
had-
me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. Women love
Mhm.
talking a lot. That's why you see we have
Mhm.
like pillow talk. Yeah. You see, pillow talk, you
Mhm.
can either have it in the bed, on the bed, and you can also have it hapo mkiwa mmeketi. Yeah, it's also part of pillow talk, because sometimes you might feel sweaty and you also want to talk more and everything about life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I believe it's important to also have a seat. Ebu, tell us there, our viewers, what do you think we should have somewhere to sit, like a seat, ladies kwanza, as we talk about things? with our
Wonderful.
men.
And maybe our viewers can also try to comment and also tell us, do we really need that seat? And what kind of a seat do we really need in this bedroom? And maybe we can discuss what is that is a turn on in terms of a bedroom, because I'm trying to compare the lifestyle that we have, the kind of living that we are into, and the kind of bedroom that we really need. One, neatness is very key, as you have said. We also need what we call one kind of an aspect called something that brings us together. And we even discuss and start chambuaring. Do we really need a very big bed
No. I
or
don't
a small
advocate
bed?
for a I don't advocate
Mm-hmm,
for a big bed. I want hata mkiwa
mm-hmm,
mmekasirikiana, when I pinduka
mm-hmm,
like this, you touch that you're
mm-hmm,
there. Yeah, you can
mm-hmm,
see some comments there. Maybe producers can put it there. Yes, ukiwa umekasirikiana, pia tinakutafuta na I can't even reach you. Somewhere, even if I
mm-hmm,
turn like this, I'll still feel you.
mm-hmm,
Because these big beds, kuna watu hapo katikati kumeformka mountain because you don't even have sex. And it's very, very unfortunate, Jesse, to
mm-hmm,
hear people say that there is no sex in marriage.
mm-hmm.
People are not having sex in marriage.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going
I,
into the deep. We'll come to that. Yeah.
yes, as you come comment, Ruth Apondi is saying kiti ni muhimu. Maybe you can tell us why kiti ni muhimu. Yes, you can use it for pre-match activities and it is for preparation purposes. Kwa hivyo hapo ndipo warm up inafanyiwa. I can see
Marination. Marination is
Leo
happening
has
there.
also, Leo has also said, how do you deal with a man who farts? Okay, we have a question. How do you deal with a man who farts when making love? We'll come to that. But before we come to Leo, I have also seen a comment from you, whoever you have said that we don't know, how much don't we know of XYZ? Ile ya haraka haraka. Inaitwaje?
Quickie. Oh, what? I
Bas.
don't know.
Yes, it's tricky in the perspective. Now, big bed, small bed, all of us come together. There are advantages of big beds, there are disadvantages of small bed. We'll come to this question that one of the viewers is asking, how do you deal with a man who farts when making love? But let us get to the mantle of the issues. What is making bedroom so much boring nowadays? That some of us have changed our bedrooms and taken
I
them
think
somewhere else. What is it that we are supposed to do in a bedroom so that at the end of the day we make the connection ripe and right? Mhm,
I think what we have done in our bedrooms, we have brought issues from nje. Like when you're getting into the bedroom, which is your sacred place, where you're having good time with your man, and where it should be an intimate place for you, unaleta mambo za nje. Unaanza kumuuliza, sasa Njeri ni nani? Ivy na yeye ni
mhm.
nani? You know, if you bring such issues into the bedroom, haitakuwa poa. You bring mambo yake ya stress ya job, mnaleta hapo. Yes, you're supposed to communicate about how your day was, but don't make it strain the relationship and what the bedroom is supposed to be. It's a sacred
Now,
place for you to enjoy each other,
mhm.
enjoy each other's company. Yeah, that's my thought.
And maybe to get deeper into this, we can compare the traditional bedroom and also the modern bedroom. What
Yeah.
used to be happening in the old days, at the end of the day, a bedroom was under key and lock. A bedroom was not for anything else. Ni kukuja toa 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 toa, tunamalizana and such. But nowadays we need to modernize a bedroom, and maybe we can look at this modern bedroom from a perspective. What is required in here? We even talk about issues of lighting. At the end of the day, unajua kuna watu ambao wanasemanga I think hiyo tabia ya zima stima ilisha.
Yeah, watu wanaenda wakiacha hizo tabia za kuzima stima. You want to see what you are eating. Huwezi kula kwa giza.
So you want to see you want to see you want to see what you're eating, and you also want to see the eater.
Yes, you want to see what is happening. Nowadays people are not shy anymore. By the way, I don't know if I'm going too deep, but I think even nowadays it's not so hard for a woman to say what they want. The modern woman, they will say what they want. They'll go straight to the point. As it should,
And
as it should be. Yeah, you go straight to the point. This is what I want. Because this is your friend in the first place. So why should I fear telling my friend what I want? It shouldn't be a problem. What do you think?
And in that perspective, we are talking about now the modern woman who wants to be taken care of, the modern woman who wants to be prepared, the modern woman who, unlike the traditional one, who
Mm-hmm.
wants to be nurtured and such. And we are talking about issues of what to do in the bedroom
Mm-hmm.
and what not to do. And that is why we are having a reflection of our bedrooms and what is that we need to take to improve, to work on, so that at the end of the day we improve. Remember, our viewers, you can still comment, share, like,
Mm-hmm.
go to our social media platforms. Our YouTube channel is Afrique, and also
Yeah.
social media channels Afrique 24. And you can
Yeah.
like our program, which is Bed of Roses, hosted by me and also Nyox, who will be joining us in a few. Now, let's talk
Mm-hmm.
about this modern woman. And there's a thin line between
Mm-hmm.
a modern woman, what people say, and a woman who is now bad mannered. I don't want to use a slut, but we say
Mm-hmm.
in bedroom we are supposed to be both sluts for each other. Is it
Mm-hmm.
true? Is it true?
Yeah, I believe you're supposed to be, let me use the bad word, whore in your bedroom. Because let me tell you, what people are doing nowadays, you will be boring in your bedroom. Your man is going to go out there and find somebody who is being what you are not being. Your woman is also going to go and find for someone who is doing things that you think are not godly. And you're supposed to be enjoying each other in the bedroom. You're supposed to be a whore in the bedroom. I believe that.
Is there anything that is not godly in the bedroom?
Some people don't do some things because I think they're unholy and they can't do them to their people, and those people will be tempted to try it out there. The only thing
Like,
I might think that is not really good is bringing a third party in your sacred place. So then that one is not good. In a marriage, really, you can't bring a third party in your in your sacred place with your husband. That is one thing I wouldn't advocate for. Yeah. As for me, that's my opinion.
now, before when we come to those deviant behaviors and what to do and what not to do, we
Mm-hmm.
are still talking about this bedroom and how to make it a fully fledged bedroom that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can say, well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
well and I'm into this. But we have seen so
Yeah.
many issues and problems whereby marriages are breaking because the bedroom is not sufficient, the bedroom is
But,
not needy. And I can talk about, and we can talk about issues of exhaustion, whereby when I come to the bedroom, I'm so
mm-hmm.
much exhausted that the only thing I can do is to do what is canonical. I come, climb,
Bare
finish
minimum.
in 2 minutes,
You want to
bare
do a
minimum,
bare
and I go away. What would you
uh-huh.
be your comment? Because I think that is where we are lacking the manners, the bedroom manners. We need to have this. How can we counter this?
I think some people have timetables. I don't know because nowadays everyone is working and they're busy. I know it's supposed to not to be at any job sasa hii leo tupo kazi lazima to do. So I have to be prepared. But I think some people even make timetables. I know it's boring to have a timetable because if you want it, you want it. If you can get it if you want it. But sometimes you might think I want it, you don't want it, you're tired as you have said, ni kupanda haraka haraka bare minimum, umemaliza, umelala, umeniacha hapo nimehanga. Sasa nitatafuta wapi? You know.
It is a policy of, can a policy of if you want, I want, and if I want, you want, apply in bedroom?
No, not every time. Sometimes,
Mhm.
surely, like women, most of the times, I don't think they really want it throughout. They don't want to have
And that
sex
is why,
throughout.
and
Yeah, I
that's why
think
I
they
think
don't.
if,
But I think what comes there is communication. If you communicate right with your partner, there are things that will not be a problem.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are things that Mary Masioko is saying bedroom is the key in relationship. It's true. It's the key to
Yeah, exactly.
bedroom matters are very important. So communication is key in a relationship and in the bedroom. Because if I know that my guy is tired and this is what we can do for now, I think he understands me, I understand him, he knows how I communicate in regards to that matter. So he's going to do the necessary, he's going to make the necessary arrangements to make sure that I'm good and I feel good. and I don't become bitter. What do you think, Jesse?
Wonderful, wonderful. And as you have said, because this issue of exhaustion, I think communication is very important and also preparation. And this is what we are
Yeah.
telling people that we need to prepare each other early in advance. I believe this mirror will be more effective and reflective if, like now, for example, let me use an example of you and who should I use as an example? You and Jeff. You need to prepare each other early in advance. Mnatayarishana, mnaambiana leo ni ile siku, leo ni ile day, lazima tujitayarishe and such kind of things. So that communication even it leaves alone the exhaustion part of it. But we'll also come to something else called stress. And this depicts what we call people and lifestyle issues have been taken to bedroom to a point that if I have stress, ujaribu kuniguza, either haiamuki ama ama tunataka kujumpstart ama kitu kama kile. How can we deal with this stress of not bringing stresses to the bedroom? Whatever happens outside bedroom should not be taken. How can we counter this issue?
It's not so easy because we are living. We cannot pretend. And as we said earlier, when we are starting, we are friends. We are best of friends. So I think I should know what is happening in your life. For example, if you come to me and tell me, hey babe, mi nasikia leo stress, hakuna pesa, sasa hata tutalipa rent na nini, there are these issues. As your partner, I should be able to understand you very well, and that's where communication comes in handy. Because if you're talking, everything is communication. Even when you're stressed, I know people might bring that issue of stress. Now say me that you're stressed. How will I know? I won't know. Unless you tell me I have an issue, blah, blah, blah. So I'll understand he's not up to that game today. So you might say, I'm going to please my lady in other ways because I'm not able to do this for now. And because we communicate, it will be good. Yeah, so I think that one is only communication, Jesse, that can help. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That communication is very important. Let's talk also about something else that has really been affecting relationships. And when it comes to stress, exhaustion, and such, what we call lack of emotional intimacy. We got married with you. We are now part and parcel. We have been together at the end of the day. But that lack of emotional, the feeling disconnected that we married, yes, we are united, we are together, but we have come to a point that we are no more together emotionally. I'm not attached to you. I'm not sexually attracted to you. And this is what is killing most of the marriages and also relationships. Whereby if I come to you and I act just out of any sight, I act because I'm having you, not because of anything else. And maybe as you comment, the producer will be looking for us for that short clip on issues to do with how to trigger men. But you can comment in the meantime as the producer prepares that.
I think one thing that should be there in any relationship, in a marriage relationship and where sex is involved, is intentionality. You need to be very intentional in everything you do, because I believe if we see that we are not going the same way, we are drifting apart, one thing we should do is try to look for ways to connect. Either go for a staycation or try something else new, try something else, something fresh that is out of the ordinary to remove boredom in the bedroom. So I think that is one of the things that we need to do to rekindle our marriages and to make sure that we are very intentional as we communicate, and intentionality, they go hand in hand in marriage. I don't know where Jesse has gone. Yeah, can you
If
hear
my
me,
man
Jesse?
asks me for money, I will not even ask him why he needs the money. I will ask him, babe, unataka pesa ngapi? Shika. I'm ready to spoil my man. I will spoil him the way he spoils me. Hata kama ni kwenda kukopa.
I think that is one of the topics about money that goes romance and finance. That one we need to invite some experts to talk about romance and finance, because that lady is saying, akitaka pesa, nitampatia. Kwa sababu ya nini? Kwa nini yako free kumpatia hiyo do? Why?
I think it's also a reflection of what happens in the bedroom, because happiness of a lady and happiness of a man starts from the bedroom and such. Na tunasema kuna tumbo kadhaa za mwanaume pia. Tumbo ya kwanza ni ile ya kawaida, tumbo ya pili ni ile iko chini ya hiyo tumbo ya kawaida, pale chini ukinisatisfy kwa bed and such kind of things. As we prepare the second video on how to trigger a man and such, the emotional attachment, the emotional intelligence, the emotional issues that must come on board, the emotional intimacy has lacked.
The main hormone
Mimi niko na wewe.
required for a man to
Yes,
bond
that one.
with a woman is vasopressin. Unfortunately, vasopressin is only produced if he's in love with a woman. Like for vasopressin to be produced during sex, the man has to be in love with the woman. So if he's not in love with a woman that he's having sex with, ndio utaona after sex he'll get a verse. Unaona he acts like he's disgusted by you. Unaona hata anaamka anakwambia acha niende ball, acha niende nifanye nini. I don't know, like he acts a certain way. Some even ghost you entirely if they didn't love you at all. And it's the opposite. If he's in love with you, you'll find that okay, he'd want to spend time with you more after sex. You get, yeah. So I think hiyo ndio tunaambiango, you cannot compete with a man. With a woman a man is in love with, because every time he has sex with you, his body reminds him that you are not her. Yeah, you are not her. So anyway, there are so many ways to trigger vasopressin in men. There are so many ways to trigger vasopressin in men, but in this specific case, we were talking about sexual intercourse, yeah, how vasopressin is produced during intercourse, yeah. And for men, we have said it is not produced unless he's in love with you. So no matter how long you do it with him, it will never be produced. It end up to reduce. That's why his love for you and his respect for you in decrease. This explains why so many wives are treated the way they are treated. On the other hand, and unfortunately for women, it's the opposite. Every time the woman has sex with a man, anazidi kubond na yeye every single time. Now imagine how unfair that situation is. Anyway, look into that hormone. It is very interesting. You learn so many ways on how to trigger vasopressin in men. You learn so many ways on how to measure it. Yeah, it's
Wow. We learned something there.
every time you have sex.
Hii kitu inaitwa vasopressin unaijua?
Ndio nimesikia saa hii, but I know that behavior of men who don't like to connect after having sex. They don't talk to you, they don't want to see you, they don't want you to touch them. But I think, Jesse, if I have it right, it's good to have an attraction with someone you're sleeping with. I personally, I don't know, nowadays people can have one night stand anytime, anywhere, and they don't have to have a connection, because I know men and women are completely different when it comes to sex. Do you agree with me on that? We are very different.
That's true. That's true. And I also want to bring on board our viewers who are watching us. Remember, this is a Freak 24 TV channel, which you can subscribe, like, and also share in your hood and also areas. We bring you this show each and every Friday. There are also quite a number of shows each and every day. Even after this show, we'll be having hot shows that are lined up for the day. And I believe and trust this is a learning moment. And you have said something about the attraction to each other and also being friends. Can we be married and we are strangers in bedroom?
Yes, we can be. Because nowadays people marry for different reasons, for convenience, for the pressure, societal pressure. Alex Gift is saying she's loving the topic. Continue
Awesome.
Commenting and liking. Yeah, leave a comment. People marry for different reasons, as I've said. I'm with you because you're giving me a certain thing, or my family introduced me to yours or something. So it could be that I'm not even attracted to you. I'm just with you because of whatever you bring to the table. So connection will be different. So having sex will be a duty. It's not for fun, or yes, utasikia poa, but it's not a connection that you're really looking forward to. And that's why you see that most people really are leaving the bedroom and having other people in the bedroom, having other people out there, because that connection is not really there. For men, it's different. I don't want to ingilia men so much, because even women, the modern woman has really changed, and things, they're doing things. Women, we are doing things. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. You can like our pages as you have seen through the scrolls. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Facebook channel. We are on Twitter, that is also Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, and be sure to follow us Afric 24 hours at Gmail. That is also a part and parcel of us. Now, the danger of being strangers in bedroom is that when you are doing the canonical acts, your mind must go somewhere else for you to get to reach
Yeah.
those areas. Does that happen in the modern world?
Yes, it does. It does. I
So
can
we are
read the
with you.
scroll. Yeah.
Mhm.
They are saying that regular
Yeah.
physical closeness fosters emotional intimacy. Yeah. Because if you do it
Mhm.
more often, I don't have to keep thinking of something else so that I get there. Huh? Because we are already intimate. Intimacy and connection. The bedroom is where a couple connects physically and emotionally. That's, I'm reading the scrolls as I answer your question. The space to
Yes, yes.
express love, desire, and vulnerability. Yes. So I think that closeness. If you're close with someone, hmm, if you're close with someone, I won't have to think of something else to make me or relieve myself. You know. Yeah.
Wonderful. There is a comment there. Romance and passion. The bedroom sets the stage for romance and passion. Lighting, decor, ambience play a role in creating a sensual atmosphere. Couples can prioritize date nights, cuddling, and
Yeah. Mm.
yes. So si mambo ya kurukiana tu because it's a canonical engagement, nakuja nimekurukia tu, and that is what we are making
Not
blunder
about.
men. Na wanaume wakuje hapa, ako wapi leo? Leo na Jeff mkuje hapa, that we need to prepare, and that comment is a very good one. Now that brings us to that issue of sexual satisfaction. Might I be in a bedroom with my lover and I'm sexually dehydrated?
Yes. Today I'm expressing a lot of emotion because these are things that are really happening in marriages, that people are starving sexually. People are starving sexually. And you find you're married. Hi Nelly. You're married and still you don't enjoy sex. Yeah? You're married and you
Yes.
don't enjoy sex. So you end up looking for someone else to satisfy, and now everything goes wrong because the person who is supposed to do it is not doing it.
As I bring Nelly on board, before I bring Nelly on board, now, Anne, would you go for, and this is maybe a confession, I hope with all disclaimers attached to it, will you go for a person who is good in bed or somebody who has money? Who will you go for?
That's a tricky one. Wacha kunirusha kwa deep tafadhali. Wacha ni sit mahali
Okay.
tu
As
tuone.
you contemplate on that, Nelly, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. How are you?
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Karibu
Fine,
sana.
good to
Tulikuwa
see
unajua
you.
topic ni moto, tumekumiss sana.
Ah, nalipenda tu kwa topic moto moto.
Yeah.
Now, maybe we are discussing, yes, Nelly, we are discussing issues to do with bedroom mirror, and we're also trying to look at which is that modern bedroom that we will be looking forward to, and which are these misses that we have in the bedroom that have made marriages and relationships break, or having the physical appearance in the bedroom and yet emotionally they are not there. Maybe you can give us some sentiments from your end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for the welcome. Hi Anna. Hi
Hello.
Say.
Hi, Nelly.
Right?
Yeah. So, I'm one person who believes that bedroom issues are very personal and very intimate. You know.
Mm.
So
Mm.
question you asked my sister and Akasema it's tricky. Me, I will go for money. Good in bed is communication. Me,
We
I will
can't
go
hear
for the money.
you. Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Mhm. Be audible. Kindly incline
Yeah,
your
we
mic.
can't hear you. Mm.
Or can you hear me now?
Yes,
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 loud
loud and
and clear.
clear.
Mm.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that for me, good in bed is something we can work on, the two of us, if we agree. But money is paramount. For me, money comes first. Money
Mm-hmm.
first. Good in bed is how we communicate, how we understand each other's love language, how we respond to
Mm,
each other. We will make
mm,
our experiences in bed beautiful as
Mm-hmm.
long as you are interested. But without the money, there's no motivation to even want to know what happens in that bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I would like to
ma-
ask you a question,
money.
maybe, Jess.
Mhm.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Just
Um, what of these couples that are
Mm-hmm.
really struggling financially, but they look like
Mm-hmm.
they're having a very good time in the bedroom? What do you think of
Mm-hmm.
that?
mm,
Because they're
They're
having,
struggling.
but having lots, yes, they're struggling financially, but they seem to be really in love. What do you think of that?
Or they struggle financially, but in bed they're good.
mhm.
They seem to be having a good time in the bedroom, yet they are struggling financially.
you know,
Uh-huh.
people hide under sex with a lot of things they've not sorted out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of things that there's a way even you idolize sex that it becomes an abuse to you and even your partner. You get.
Mm-hmm.
So this thing, if you go deeper into it, you'll realize there's a lot of things. We just do sex for sex, but most of the
Mm-hmm.
couples are not intimate about each other.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
you find that your husband has the high sex drive and you're not willing to give this person, but because you want to please him, you're gonna fall into
Mm-hmm.
the trap of doing sex with him, but at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, you're not even enjoying what you're doing together.
Yeah.
You see, and
Mm-hmm.
what you're asking just explains, like, when you go to the slums, you'll find many children than when you go to the
Mm-hmm.
suburbs of Nairobi or anywhere. Shows
Mm-hmm.
you how idle mind thinks about sex all the time. And by the
I,
way,
I, I,
broke people really know how they're very fertile people. Don't joke with them.
but that is one of their ways of entertainment. That is their main. I believe that is
Now,
their main way of entertainment. So yeah.
as we
Mm-hmm.
connect to that, and because I had brought in an issue, we have discussed quite a number of issues, and we are talking about issues to do with stress, exhaustion, and such. But I also want to believe that money is a catalyst in bed. There is a slogan that is going on board and saying that a rich person is never told deeper. Is it true, one?
That, that a rich person is never told.
Deeper.
Ah,
I, what is it called?
That's true. But if at all it's a pauper,
no,
unaweza hata
you see,
kuelewa.
there's this notion that rich men are
Uh-huh.
poor in bed. That is something that people really need to stop saying that.
Yeah, they should stop saying that because I
So
believe.
it's a phrase that is misused, but it is true. You will find this somebody, and that's why I'm saying money has really affected our bedrooms. That sometimes,
Mhm.
and this has affected ladies and men. You can come to my defense. I can see comments coming in and there. Leo is saying keeps a woman. Okay, he's saying my grandfather told me that there are three things that keeps a woman: love, Shemo, Mariambo. And Hadassah Ben is saying, hey, can't afford missing this. Anastasia Morege says, today I tune in
Yeah.
early. Others days I find you done. Kindly comment.
Mhm.
But men, come to my defense. Money has affected ladies' performance in bed. Ama mnatuchezeanga because a poor person
Mhm. Mhm.
hata anaweza ngolewa ambiwe
Why
toka
do I
hapa
think the
tenzi.
opposite? I think money has catalyzed a lot.
No, money has
Let me tell
catalyzed
you,
ladies.
when a man is financially stable, there's just a way they
Mhm.
smell. There's just a way there's just some confidence in them that is so sexy that you can't resist.
Wanaume
Let us
tutafute
be
pesa bana.
honest.
Watu
Ah,
watafuta pesa. They allure confidence and smell very nice.
I'm telling
Because of
you,
the
the environment, and you just feel like, what, this is it. This is Equity Bank. You just want to save and save your orgasm to this person. I don't see like money has affected.
But on that statement, I still
Yeah?
want to say on that statement, and I want you to comment based on that. And I'm bringing on board this issue of let me just compare myself. Let me say I have money, and Leo has no money. Leo has no money. I have money, and I'm very poor. And Leo, let's say Leo can never be better. Leo is also very poor. Who is going to see the door first? Is it me, rich person, or Leo who is poor?
You, who has money.
Kuna wewe utapembeleza mimi na hapa ndipo masponyo wanakujia, by the way, and this is something that is affecting bedroom ladies.
I didn't get
Repeat your question. Can you repeat your question?
Can you repeat the question?
I'm giving an example of me who has money and Leo who has no money. Both of us are very poor in bed.
Hey.
You will not tell me deeper, but Leo, because he has no money and there is nothing you are losing, utamwambia na mimi hutataka kuniluza hata kama anafanya kitu, hata kama ni kuchafua tu na kuchafua. Nani utaonyesha mlango wa kwanza? That's why I'm saying money has affected.
Yeah, it has. I believe it's true, it has.
Has it affected sex life positively? Okay, it has affected, but are you saying it has affected it positively or negatively?
It has affected both, but in essence, to ladies, it has affected negatively. To men, it has affected positively.
But how? How with the one without money? How has it affected it positively to the one without? Because you will not find a woman bila pesa. Utakuwa wapi mtu basi?
Guys, kujeni YouTube. Oh, sorry.
Leo is saying rich men don't have time for sex. If you find yourself proving yourself in bed, toka tafuta pesa. As we come to that, I also yes.
Yeah, unfortunately, it has. It has come to that.
Yeah, and maybe we can also bring in the aspect of how do you integrate, how do you connect in terms of intimacy, preparedness, and such, and what is that is holy, and what is that is not supposed to be done in the modern world, because we agreed and said that we are both supposed to be hoes and sluts in the bedroom, but there are do's and don'ts that we don't allow. For example, kuna watu wengi wanakuwa wazima stima. Is this still acceptable in the modern world?
Kuzima stima, is it bad to zima stima?
I mean, why should we zima stima and we are expressing ourselves?
I think it's so personal. It's an individual thingy. Some things some people
let me tell you, women have a lot of body insecurities, and some of them don't even feel confident because of how their men define them. You get? You got married to me. I did not have stretch marks. Well, now the stretch marks have settled in, and anytime I'm undressing in front of you, you talk of things that do not even make me feel good about myself. So at times, making love under the darkness is just a way of making me feel comfortable around you, but we should be comfortable around our partners. But the reality is, most of our partners, most of the couples, are not comfortable being naked around their partners. Even some men, they cannot undress in front of their partners. Not only women. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but you need to be, if there's any place any woman should feel safe being naked, is next to the spouse.
Exactly. As we said earlier.
Yes.
It's a place where you can get naked physically and without feeling judged, and naked emotionally. You can be vulnerable to your partner, because that's what the bedroom is supposed to be. Yeah.
I don't know if we can go back to the studio and maybe get Scopo Lamaji as we prepare to come back for the last part of our session. I don't know if we can take a commercial break.
Early.
Yeah.
Yes, we started quite early.
Okay.
Maybe you can take a commercial break, producer.
Join us every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a captivating journey into the world of love, relationships, and romance. Presented by the dynamic trio Maggie Knox, MC Jesse, and Annie Waweru. Bed of Roses promises to be your weekly dose of heartwarming stories, insightful discussions, and expert advice on matters of the heart. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or simply love a good love story, this is the show for you. Don't miss out on the chance to unwind and indulge in the joys and challenges of love, all brought to you by our talented hosts. Tune into Africa 24 every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and let us guide you through the enchanting world of Bed of Roses. Subscribe now and mark your calendars. You don't want to miss this. See you there.
Welcome back, our viewers. Remember, this is Africa 24 channel, one that is captivating, that brings you the African way and also brings you quite a number of elaborative programs. Remember, this is Bed of Roses, hosted by me, MC Jesse, together with Anne and also Madam Nelly. We are disseminating information to do with bedroom mirror, and we want to ensure that the modern world, we are enjoying issues related to the bedroom. And we left it at issues related to kuzima stima na kutozima stima. And we say, there is a saying that says, gharama ni kuona na kuguza. And I can see a comment from one gentleman in our chat room that you only enjoy food when you can see and chagua pole pole. Giza no, unless you are not proud of each other. And I want to agree with those sentiments. Why should I fear you? Why should I not see you? Actually, I'm getting the finer you. So why should I not see the outer you? I think you are agreeing with me.
Yeah, I agree with
you. Watu hawashe stima.
Nelly, you can
hatujakataa. You know, let me say this. It is ni sawa mufanye kama stima imewaka. Hata mkipenda mfanye mchana, even under the sun. You know, as long as both of you want it. Unaona? But at times also couples switch off the lights because the kids, it also attracts attention of the children. The children might want to come and peep and see what's happening in the bedroom. So there are many reasons that surround the switching off of the light.
Not insecurities. Yeah, it shouldn't be insecurities.
But Anna, let me tell you, there's a lot. There are a lot of women growing with a lot of insecurities about their bodies, not even from their spouses, but from their parents. You see, I remember there's a time muki grow when we were girls. There's a way your mom will make you feel like there's a man who made them come. You know, I don't know if you wanakwambia mwanaume amekugusa unaona, it's like now you know men, you get. So there's a lot of insecurities that women grow with, depending on the way they were defined while growing up or by the surrounding around them, even friends and the society. So make somebody fear a lot of things or even undressing themselves before their partners, but it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Yeah.
And Murugi, in the comment box, you are saying that in the modern world, stima ziwashwe, and we really echo those sentiments. Now,
Alex,
I want to also
saying,
MC na Anna. Stima tutawasha tutafanya, lakini mbona tukienda kwa waxing tunaenda kwa saloon tufanywe waxing, mbona mzee sikunyoe na wewe pia unyoe mzee?
By the way, that's a very good question. Kwa nini umeanza na mimi sianze na Anna?
Na wewe ndio wa kwanza.
Wewe ndio unaweka story sana, wewe ndio unanirusha kwa deep.
Now, you see why you can still do that at home, but you know, mostly kama mimi girlfriend yangu si hajui kuwax poa, so unaona, I need a professional to do that. And the end product of waxing ni nikuwe clean, si kweli ya? So as much as I want to be clean and I want to be shaven very well, nitaenda kwa professional. Ni kama kwenda kinyozi.
Hata massage. You might go to
hata massage.
No, massage ni tofauti na na kunyolewa huko chini ya private part.
Somebody is saying physical intimacy.
We should also encourage couples to shave each other.
Yeah, it's very
You should shave your partner. Yes, you should, because hiyo ni chakula yako. Mbona unamnyima? Mbona anagopa kuiona? Na yeye ukula kavukavu.
I agree.
Now, before tufike kwa kushave, at the end of the day. Hebu kwanza Nelly,
Eh?
let me ask, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Now, does it mean, what if this person, that connection, and there was a comment that had been projected, maybe a producer can still talk about this, physical intimacy, prioritize physical closeness, regularly pray together, avoid conflict before bedtime, and communicate lovingly. That talks about maybe these issues that relate to this. But we come to things that we can do in common, things that we should not take outside our bedroom, or things that we can get outside there, but still get with our persons. Nelly, men with money smell good. Wow, somebody is asking, wana smelling vizuri? I will check on how I'll ask them how
Nelly,
I
men with
smell
money
around.
smell good. What? Yes, men with money smell good. By the way, very good. Because even if he doesn't have a good smell, you can recommend a cologne for him to use. Sasa mwenye
Mhm,
hana ni jasho tu
mhm.
hapo ni ya kukupump ni kama you are the next dollar is going to make. Hey,
Now, when we tukitoka kwa mambo ya smell, you have asked me a question, and I want to elaborate it and broaden it to a perspective. What is that that we can do together just to bring us closer, physically, emotionally, and also in terms of connection, yeah, yeah, between me and you. But at the same time, have we talked about the personality, the physical perspective? How well can you tell me to keep myself, and how much do we know each other physically?
Ebu
And
kwanza grooming is very important in the bedroom. Ebu brush your teeth, shower, smell nice.
Mhm,
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mhm,
because some people don't shower. Some men don't
mhm.
shower, unfortunately. Sasa anakuja
So you should
ananuka
brush
mdomo.
well,
Yes,
brush
brush
well
your teeth. Lot.
everywhere.
Everywhere. Then
Even your
smell good.
tongue, brush everything.
Yeah. Nuka
Why do you need
kunukia.
to brush the tongue? Do you brush the
Do you
tongue,
know?
Nelly?
Do you know
Yeah, that's where
MC?
the smell
Do you
comes
know
from.
many couples do not even kiss each other while making love?
Yeah. And that's how you get
But now,
Even
intimate by
stops at dating.
Mm-hmm.
how can you kiss a smoker?
Yeah.
You didn't
As
know
far
this
as
man
you
is a
brush
smoker when you married him? Kwani ukuja yeye ni smoker? Kama
exactly.
upendi harufu ya sigara usiende smoker.
Usiendee mtu ana
Uh-huh.
smoke na pia huyo mtu ana brush juu hata yeye ako considerate because you don't smoke. Yeah.
Now, I want us to disseminate something, through a process,
Mm-hmm.
Nelly, and this is to help
Yes.
somebody. Somebody has just commented and said, kindly take us through the process of intimate love making. I don't know what we mean by that, but I'm assuming I have come from work. Are you going to treat me, Nelly?
We have both come from work. Modern
You
woman, modern world, we have both come from
Mhm.
work. Mm-hmm.
yes.
Yes.
Okay, we have
Don't say you want
we
to
have all
be
come from work.
yes.
Yes,
Definitely, maybe I'm gonna be lucky to be home first before you. You get?
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, because me,
Yes.
I believe in marriage, marrying the right partner for you, and not marrying for other
Exactly.
reasons. I'm marrying a soulmate for you, somebody
Mm-hmm.
whom
Mhm,
you see the rest of your life with. You know, na?
Yeah.
So when
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
this when he comes from work, definitely I'm gonna assist him, ask him how his day went, prepare his
Mm-hmm.
meal
Unitoe
if I
koti,
can, and
unitoe koti.
koti na wacha niseme yangu, hiyo yako ya kutoa
Mhm.
koti hapo
Oh.
sipo.
Hiyo mambo yako yenye unataka utasema.
Mhm.
Hapo kutoa koti nitakuwa absent.
Na socks.
Eh,
Uh-huh.
sawa.
Go on.
Sasa sorry about
Today
that.
bedroom zawadi
You'll
zitakuwa
come,
fireworks.
the way you
Endelea Nelly.
welcome somebody will say a lot about what's gonna
Mhm,
happen during that night. So
mhm,
you just
mhm,
welcome him. You can go take a shower if he wants to. There are women who can also go even test the shower water if it's warm enough for them because men believe they're babies. Uh-huh.
mhm.
So he takes his shower. After taking a warm shower, you can give him something to drink as you prepare dinner. But if both of you us are also working, you can also join me in the kitchen. It's also a way of physically connecting with me, and we talk about our days at work. Serve
Mm-hmm.
meal in the table, share it as a family on the dining room. If you don't have a dining room, just eat together, share a meal together, watch maybe news together, watch a program together, and then head to bed together. Yeah. And then whatever happens in the bedroom is intimacy. Kama tuna fake
Yes.
orgasm mama hatu fake, bora kumepambazuka.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, and naona wanawashwa kusema how you will receive him.
How I
Now you're
will
being
receive him.
passive.
Okay, I will receive him. I'll take his bag.
Mm-hmm.
I might remove his socks and shoes. Yes, I'll do that. Just to make him feel like he's now at home, he's relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would
And we
do
can
that.
agree that
Yeah.
in consensus that issues of bedroom emanate from quite a distance. It is not just the bedroom is not
Yes.
just the physical presence or getting to the bedroom. There must be a journey that you have walked together, you have connected.
Mm-hmm. During the day, I've sent
Wonderful.
some text. It was not quite the whole
Mhm,
time. Ndio
mhm,
tunaongea akaninyamazia the whole time. So when they are coming, we have a connection. So you'll be able to
mhm,
receive him home, ask him how the day was, prepare maybe dinner
mhm.
together as you chat about your day. For those who have kids, they engage with the kids. It also makes a woman feel good and they're not overwhelmed with the work that is going on in the house because you might leave
Mhm.
all the work to a woman and then still expect them to perform well in the bedroom. I think it doesn't go together. Yeah, because you're also working the whole time. So it also helps for those with kids to help them with the homework, to help them eat, feed them nicely, take them to bed. Then you have your own time to connect. Sasa tunaweza ongea about the day and eat, and then head to the bedroom where the action will happen. Yes.
Wonderful. Somebody saying in the comment section, Hadasa Ben, zima stima Hawaii. Anauliza hii topic ya stima imeleta tumbo joto kabisa. Goodia is saying to say hi to the panelists. Goodia, you can also bring your experience. As we do this, there's also something else that is also proving to be a burden in the bedroom. And people are suffering from this because they have made this a canon or as a duty rather than a preparedness moment. Insufficient foreplay and lack of sexual satisfaction. How do we deal with this? And is this happening in the modern world? Mtu tu anakuja tu amegeuka. Prrr, lala. Is it happening?
Eh, So
Nelly,
you see,
maybe.
foreplay can either be physical, foreplay can either be a touch or whatever, how naughty you wanna become. There are people who do go even 69, 16, the 69 way. There are people
God,
who do
60?
different things. 69 is
Nelly,
where Isaac you lick. That's it. That's 69. At the same
oh,
time,
unajua nilikuwa karibu niseme 70. And there are some
so
people, look, there are some people who are taking notes. I know Good Year is taking notes. Kwa hivyo ni vizuri unachambua na unasema vizuri. Good Year, you have heard about 69.
yeah, so each couple has a way that they respond to each other when it comes to foreplay. You can find that my foreplay is just knowing that everything is sorted and I'm ready for you. I'm just ready for you. When you tell me, hey girl, tomorrow I'm gonna take you shopping, I'm gonna do everything for you. I wanted to do your nails, I'm gonna pay for it. Girl, you'll find a woman who is now just ready for you. I'm already wet, nimelo, and I just want you to explore me. So it depends. There are men who also love to be teased before the action. There are women who love to be teased before the action. So I think we're different. We are all unique. So get to understand your spouse, know what really speaks love to them and what ignites their sexual desire. That is what you do exactly. But don't copy what is happening in another house before communicating with your spouse, because at times introducing these new triatics, they really intimidate the other partner. Like maybe there's somebody who taught you this, ama the way you introduce it should be uh very welcoming to your spouse. Understand he or she was not with you when you're learning it, and you've never been doing it in your marriage as well. So when trying to introduce something new, at least communicate in a proper way, but do not do it to intimidate your partner. So for me, foreplay is what really communicates love to me. And at times it even goes back to your love language. You know, there's a lady, you'll give them a chocolate and wine and they know exactly what you want. You see, there's a woman, you have to touch them, you have to suck their boobs, you have to do I don't know what for them to even feel you, you know. So it differs in all couples, in all bedrooms. And explore your partner, allow them to express themselves so that you know if they're enjoying what you're doing. Don't just make love for you to feel good, but is your partner really enjoying what you're doing? That is the most important thing.
Awesome. And I think that forms a very fundamental aspect of how we prepare ourselves and how we prepare, because this also connects us to the emotional intimacy that I'm literally connected to you. And
Yes.
at the end of the day, it also prepares us to a level of satisfaction. And I'll ask this question: how do you deal with problems? And because many couples are dealing with these problems, gari ina gia tofauti. Kuna gari ukiweka ya funguo tu ishachomoka na ikaenda. Kuna ingine lazima usukume proper. So how do you deal with somebody? How do we bring consensus? Is it through communication? Somebody traveling via gear 4 and somebody who is coming on board with gear 2. How do we bring each other to gear 3? I don't know Anne if she has gone, but
I think it's
wonderful.
communication, but you know, I think most of us do not even communicate in marriage. We talk, you know, we just talking. You know, you don't listen to your partner to understand them, but you listen to reply. You know, there's a difference because there's no communication without comprehension. You know, if you communicate to your partner well, you're gonna make your bedroom life very beautiful. And then don't insist on doing that what pleases you. You know, you must do this for me. It might please you, but it doesn't please your spouse. So you need to communicate so that you come to a ground where both of you are enjoying this thing. Your partner, you're doing something that your partner enjoys, and also him is doing something that you enjoy. For it to become intimate and become intimacy, because intimacy is communication, proper communication. Yes.
Wonderful. Anne, you are still there, Anne? Maybe we are.
Hello,
we are
can you hear
going.
me?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. I agree with Nelly. Communication is very, very key to the bedroom, as we had said earlier when we were beginning the show. It helps in intimacy, as she has said. So I believe it's very, very important. Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, I'll also bring, we are about to come to the end of our show. Remember, viewers, you can subscribe, you can like, you can comment on our pages. That is all our social media handles, Afrique 24 hours. And I'm sure you will be getting engaged. This is your show that you love each and every Friday from 8 p.m. East African time. Remember, you can go to our YouTube, subscribe, Facebook, X, that is also Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, and all other social media platforms. Remember, we are bringing you this live. We take a commercial break.
Join us every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a captivating journey into the world of love, relationships, and romance, presented by the dynamic trio Maginox, MC Jesse, and Annie Waweru, Bed of Roses. Promises to be your weekly dose of heartwarming stories, insightful discussions, and expert advice on matters of the heart. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or simply love a good love story, this is the show for you. Don't miss out on the chance to unwind and indulge in the joys and challenges of love, all brought to you by our talented hosts. Tune into Afrique 24 every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and let us guide you through the enchanting world of Bed of Roses. Subscribe now and mark your calendars. You don't want to miss this. See you there.
Welcome back, our viewers. Remember, this is Afrique 24 TV channel where we bring you issues related to love and such matters. I can see uzito umekuwa mwingi mpaka tumeleta mtu anaitwa Boniface Kimanzi. How are you, Boniface? Maybe he's preparing us. Yes, Boniface, how are you?
I'm quite well. Thank you, sir. How are you doing?
Very fine. Umesikia mambo ya bedroom ukakimbia mbio? Karibu
I
sana.
can see we have Han, Nelly. I have been missing this too. By the way, I have not seen them in our shows. How are you, Han and Nelly?
I'm good. Personally, I'm fine.
Wonderful.
Where did that
Welcome
go
on
to?
board. And she's getting back. I believe there are some technicalities here and there, but I'm sure she will join. Now, as we maybe almost come to a close, there is other aspect that is affecting so many relationships. And I believe, Nelly, you had highlighted something to do with what is it that we need to copy in bedroom? Do I need to listen or hear what my neighbor is doing so that I copy it to my bedroom? And we can connect this with how do we handle pressure? You go to a place or vikundi vya kina mama, unasikia vile mama anasema vile ameonyeshwa proper, lakini wewe uko pale umejikunyata, unashindwa utafanya nini? How do we cope with this pressure and how do we deal with these such kind of issues that will affect our mentality? Nelly?
You see, as a couple, you really need to make it a routine of going for therapy. Therapy really helps to get to know your partner, and it should be a frequent thing that you do. Everybody needs an outlet where you go and just talk, talk to a professional. At times, involving a third party who might also be your friend, a quote in quotes, might not help, but even bring the biggest gap between you and your spouse. So in your house, whether it's a single room or it's a one bedroom, whatever, there's a spaces that are specifically known. If I want to prepare something to eat, I'll go to my kitchen. If I want to ease myself, I'll go to the washroom, right? If I want to watch TV, I'll sit at the TV room. What I don't support is do not make your pillow a courtroom. Don't create a courtroom in your bedroom where when your partner comes, they automatically in their brain they know now sa hii ndio ile time yangu ya kuulizwa maswali sasa, make it a place, make your bedroom a place that when you enter that room, the beautiful memories of relaxation zinakuingia. This is where now I'm going to meet the love of my life. I'm going to meet my partner, the one whom I chose. And then you just feel the ambience by yourself and you feel like this is a very different space where I can just be myself. And practice how to sleep enough so that the pressure and the stresses that you face at work and everywhere else do not affect your bedroom. They do not affect your work. They do not affect how you relate with people, because toxicity is contagious. You might also be just on social media. You keep on going into toxic places. Then you transfer the same energy to your people at home, without you knowing that you're carrying the bad energy to the people who have not even done anything to you. So for me, I think pressure is handled by either talk to a therapist, a professional. I don't support talking to a spiritual leader because they've proved to be the worst when it comes to marriages. So I believe just talk to a professional, a therapist, and find the right solution. Be open and honest. And if your spouse has become your friend, definitely he's gonna realize there's something wrong with my spouse. Let us sit down and sort it out. So find a place to sort out your issues, but let it not be in your matrimonial bed and in your bedroom.
Wonderful. That's good. That's a communication and also therapist if there is a need also. And you have also talked about the spiritual leader. We have had cases this week of spiritual leaders in the name of kutoa madimoni, misbehaving and also not doing what is correct. And I think I echo those sentiments. It's good for you to seek support from the right people who have the right knowledge and also the right mentality, because we may not want you to end up losing yourself in the name of looking for Nini. Is it the same case, Leo? Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Actually, I've just listened to you. You attacking me, but the show is nice. The things that you've discussed are things that are really happening, and I really appreciate the fact that you've allowed us or you people have talked of it openly. These are bedroom issues that some of us are shy to address them. But when you get this opportunity to listen to you guys, I've learned a lot from Nelly. And maybe if I can only give my opinion, kuna swali muliuliza hapo hii mambo ya kuwakisha hata I think if you people want to maybe some intimacy and spread some love and each other, you need to look at her straight in the eye and you say, that is when it gets enjoyable. They know that at least your mind is there. They can be able to read your mind. They can be able to see you. And like pale kwa giza, sometimes that is why you normally talk of people faking hiyo kupiga nduru. Why? Because you're not seeing them. Pengine akili yake haiko, ameangalia kwingine. You think you are together, yet you're not together. Thank you.
So, Leo, you want to love making should have the physical appliances attached
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
I should see how
yeah.
you're
Definitely,
behaving. And you
definitely.
see, Boniface,
Actually,
Yeah. Actually, I want to see the reaction. I want to see how someone is eyes are responding. I want to see how someone is raising the eyes. I want to see anything else, because if you see anything that is so clear, then someone cannot fake.
Mm-hmm.
Again, some
and,
ladies they still fake when it comes to this a morning.
and I think maybe
So
Nelly can also.
I think when the light is on,
Mhm. Go on, go on. Well, Boniface, I think
so
what Boniface has
when the light
alluded. Yes, Boniface,
You
you can finish
know,
your
I
point.
mean, when the light is on,
mm-hmm.
that is the time that you can see any reaction. That is the time you can see if you are doing it extra harder to your partner. You lower the speed. It depends here with your speed. Here speed matters a lot. So and again, I want to see if I'm doing it perfectly, because the moon can be very low. I want to see if I'm hitting it on the highest bar. So I want to see it on a
Now,
light, very clear light, even not the blue light. I want to see the clear light, translucent
now,
bulb.
Boniface, maybe to bring Nelly on board. Nelly, does this explain why we say to men it is more physical than emotional?
Yeah, men are attracted by physical. Unaona, you see, even
Mhm.
right now, a man can just hear you speak and then they are already they are aroused. They want to experience you. Huyu ako na bedroom voice. I don't know. But once he goes to you to the bedroom and gets the taste of the bedroom voice, the attraction is no longer there. It's dead. So men are physical, women are emotional. You know. Um, Switching on and off of the lights, I don't know. But I understand what Boniface is trying to explain. Do you want to see my reaction, or you want to hear how I react?
Still,
Do you want to
I
see
want to
them? Do you
see.
want to hear me
You know, you know.
moan? Do you
I
want to
I
see?
explained I explained what I want to see. Number one, I want to see if I'm eating it on the highest bar, because there are some moons that are fake, but there are some moons that are very realistic. Because if
how
I
can
eat
you
it
tell?
on the highest
Boniface,
peak, yeah,
how
But
can
the
you
light is not
differentiate the
gonna
two?
stop me from faking it.
you
How can
you
you
know you
differentiate?
know you can tell. Do you know Mr. Jesse, here now it depends with the experience here. So if you have experience, you can know someone is faking and someone is not faking. But again here, tall boys, in quotes, tall
Mhm.
boys in quotes, they know when they hit it harder. So when they hit it on
Mhm.
the highest bar, they can know. This is only known by the tall boys. Again, when you hit it harder, then you can see, because during the dark areas, when you are doing it in dark places, you cannot see anything. Even you cannot locate it. You need to be very
No,
transparent to each other.
But
Boniface,
there
hold
is joy
there.
in looking for. Let me tell you, Boniface. You see, by then kuna hiyo giza, saa zile you're looking for it na ipatikani. There is joy in that also. That is part of romance. Unaingiza shimo tofauti. There's joy. There's joy in being blind while
No,
making
no,
love.
no, no.
There's
Me,
joy.
No, no. Let me tell you, Madam Nelly. Yeah. What is the joy then? Because personally, I don't want to struggle. If I struggle, that 2 seconds I'm wasting. I should be
No,
counting it inside. Oh, I don't know how I can term it.
Boniface, I want to support Nelly. I want to support Nelly that there is always joy in trying to grasp something in the wilderness.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and when you even miss directions, it becomes even romantic when you are going the other side and the lady tells you, no, 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 and shows you the way. I think that
Let me
becomes
ask
more
you,
romantic.
Mr. MC. Let me ask you.
Mhm.
What if you miss it? What if you miss it by the time you are going to end that stream? By the time the river is now entering to the ocean, what if you miss it?
And that's why we said, yeah, I think that's why we said, and Nelly said that this is supposed to be a procedure and a process whereby we prepare ourselves at time. Maybe before we come to the close, I want also to
No, no,
bring on
no.
board the modern
I am
bedroom.
asking you,
Allow me,
even Nelly.
Boniface.
I'm asking you, Nelly. What if I miss the direction while the river is emptying,
Mhm.
while the stream is
Mhm.
now entering the Indian Ocean? What if I
Let's
miss
get this
during
clip.
that time?
Hold on there. Let's get this clip from the producer.
Achana na hizo vitu. Rosan, it is not true. And there is no man with a better penis than your husband. That you render get
Give us some volume kindly.
to me, I want nataka kitungu. Wa mama, nani alituambia kitungu is what works? Where did we get these things? How can I tell Munene ati akona kikubwa, akona kadogo? Who am I comparing him with? And he's created in the image of God and in his
I can't hear what
likeness.
she's saying.
Maybe producer, you can give us some volume kindly. Maybe as we check on the technicality of having the volume back, as we get to that, I also want us to maybe discuss in a little bit on the issues of modern bedroom. To what extent should we allow the
But I
modern
can
world
hear.
affect?
I can hear. I can explain
What,
to Nelly. I can explain to
we'll
Nelly
come
what
to
is.
that. Boniface, we'll come to that.
But MC, I can explain to Nelly what the woman is saying.
Yes, we'll come to that. We'll come to that as we check on the technicality. Now, issues related to the modern bedroom, issues related to what to bring on board and what not to bring on board, issues of side effects, issues of pornography and toys. They are real major issues, and also inviting strangers in our rooms. What is your take on this, Nelly?
You see, the modern bedroom most of the time is influenced by technology. Let us be very honest, because we see these things on the movies, Netflix, and everything else, and then those are couples doing them. So we also want to enjoy the same things that they're doing. So there's something called dare dating in a there it's like called a dare sex experience for a couple, where you hear another couple has been using foreign things like dildos, handcuffs, whips, and then now you want to introduce this.
Maybe you can explain. Leon needs to know.
Huh?
You can expound some of these things. Nelly, some people are learning, like Leo here is learning.
What should I need to expound him to this?
Leo is looking at you, guessing what is that? What is a dildo? Maybe you can explain some
Oh,
of these
Okay.
things.
I
Make
don't
them
think you don't know a dildo.
use simple words that maybe we can be able to
Personally, Nelly, me,
synthesize.
I don't know what is a dildo.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. Let's give Nelly a chance to expound on these points.
You don't know a dildo. The thing. Do you know Samantha?
No.
Ah, a dildo is an artificial dick that uses electricity or battery
To do what?
to give best orgasms.
But Nelly, when it comes to this, how can you do when you are using that artificial thing and when you're using it naturally? Do you get the feelings the same? when you're using artificial and the natural.
Okay, I've never.
What?
I don't want this to be. I don't want us to narrow the conversation to me, but I want us to talk
Yes.
generally.
No, no.
And that's why
So
maybe Boniface, maybe I'll make sure that we have a conversation that is extended on this. But let's give Nelly a chance to expound on the issues that we have asked him.
Yeah, you asked me introduct the modern bedroom, right? The modern
Yes.
bedroom is a bedroom that has the poles where women can strip for their husbands. The modern bedroom, people have built houses with man caves. Nowadays, women we are building houses with red rooms where we can go and have our 360 with our men. So there's a lot that is happening in the modern society, and most of it is influenced by the technology because we learn from technology. We cannot turn our back in what we are seeing. Like right now, somebody who is listening to us wants to know what is a whip, what is a dildo, what is this pole for stripping? There are things that people learn every day. And when you come to such a discussion, such a podcast, you also learn and hear from you people we learn. So in the modern bedroom, the moment you start, you have to keep you have to keep up at the pace. I don't know which term to use because you want to do things that are happening somewhere, you imitate them and then you bring them to your bedroom. If your partner is also of the same character, it is okay, but don't do it by yourself. So the modern bedroom, the experience is very different. A lot is happening in these bedrooms that when you talk to people, because me on my show, I daily talk to a lot of women behind the scene. They tell us their problems. We talk to a lot of men. We share a lot of things behind the scene. But the modern bedroom right now is really killing the self esteem of a man. And unfortunately, the men are not talking and they need to
That's true.
talk. Yes. The modern bedroom, the woman is dominating everything. And because men have the ego,
men talking.
it's
How do
killing men
Madam
silently.
Nelly?
Boniface,
Yes.
Boniface, hold on. Nelly, finish your point.
Yeah, I'm saying men are dying in silence because we are in Africa where men are supposed to be strong. When you go to express yourself, especially on bedroom matters, you are going to be judged for being a poor person in bed and everything else. But on this podcast, I really wish to have a conference where we'll have men talk about their experiences. You'll find people opening up MCJs who will tell you have never even been given the intimacy because I'm supposed to do this, yet I don't know how to do it. And nobody's willing to walk you through the journey of doing it. Yeah.
Wonderful. And I like those sentiments. And it's good that you have agreed and talked about the modern bedroom, whereby the lady is dominating to a point that we have segregated the man to a point that he is losing self and also forgetting himself. But that is a conversation I'm sure we'll be holding, or modern woman versus a modern man in terms of dating and relationships. Boniface, you had something to say and also maybe assess some sentiments?
I wanted to ask Madam Nelly, what does she mean when she's saying men are not talking? Can you explain to us what do you mean by men are not talking?
What I mean is, let me give you a very simple example. When a woman comes out here and says, I've been abused in my marriage physically, and when a man goes, not comes here, let us say I'm going to report in the police that I've been abused as a woman, and then also you're going to report that you've been abused as a man. Tell me the answer you'll get from, and who will be attended to first? Because there are things that the society imagine they only affect women, they don't affect men. Domestic violence is happening even in homes where women are beating men, and men rarely talk about it, not be just because of the way society has perceived that a man is supposed to be strong, a man is supposed to do this, them they're supposed to be perfect and not to express. I even have women who can tell you that a man is not even supposed to mourn in bed while making love. They do happen. Men are not supposed to cry. Men are not supposed to, they are not supposed to. But we have double standards. When we are talking about a man who is married, who is your spouse, they are not supposed to. But the boy you're raising at home is also a crybaby. So I don't know where we draw the line.
Wonderful. Maybe, as you have answered, maybe Boniface, you can bring your perspective on this issue of modern bedroom. What is your take? Should we allow these issues of pornography, sex toys, and such to influence our bed? I'll come to you, and then we have Leo before we come to a close. Boniface?
No. Actually, I don't agree with this one because these things of pornography and those artificial things, they are much affecting these relationships and also beds, because you can see most of ladies. Actually, I have me personally, as an investigative journalist, I know some things that happens, because once you share with your friends and they can tell you that of course I don't feel for example, someone told me that she doesn't feel a man, but she feels that artificial thing that Nelly was explaining, that was the dildo. She feels dildo more than a man. So she thought that she can separate the bed with a man because she doesn't feel the man. So they have two beds, because once the man is away to work, then she goes to the artificial dildo, and actually it makes her get satisfied. So when you are just used to this thing, I am very sure the feelings will go, and you will be left much dependent on these artificial things. So I don't advocate on these things because they are much affecting relationships and also marriages. And again, most of people nowadays, they have a lot of problems. And again, for example, in Kenya, we have a lot of things that are happening. We have high cost of living. Everyone is living under stress. If you don't have money, you have children. So most of men nowadays, they cannot even go to up to the second shot. So they lie on the first bullet. And the first bulleting is just very free and very easy. So, and when you have the first bulleting, or even the first bulleting cannot make a woman get energized. It cannot accelerate a woman. So when you leave your woman with the first bullet, and a man can be satisfied by the first bullet. So when you leave a woman with that first bullet, then you leave her under suspense. And I'm very sure, I have experienced, women don't like this suspension. They can hate you forever, because someone shared an experience with me that whenever her husband leaves her in that suspense, she feels that abdominal pain for even 1 week, until she can make herself get satisfied. So I don't advocate on these things. And again, we have to weigh on both sides what is happening and how can we solve these things. And again, let's talk. When you have your partner, talk to your partner. Tell him that maybe I want to be given this dosage in this way. I want dosage to be induced in this way. Use the right syringe to induce this dosage, because some prefer both head to head. There is something known as head to head when it comes to football. And some women cannot get satisfied if there is no head to head. And some men hate that.
Wonderful.
So again, here it depends with the partner. Yeah.
Wonderful. This is the only show that converts people's professions into medical practitioners. I can see Boniface has turned from being an investigative journalist to being a medical. Nimesikia terms zikitajwa hapo, medical terms, which is good. And Boniface, keep it up. But I also want to believe that mimi na mtu wangu tukifunga safari ya kwenda Nairobi, if we are in Murang'a and we are going to Nairobi, if we reach Thika and we are both satisfied, we don't need to go to Nairobi. We can still go back to where we came from. It is not a must for us to reach Nini. Leo, what is your take on these issues of the modern bedroom?
Thank you so much, Jesse. It's a great topic. When you talk of the modern bedroom, however much I do agree that change is inevitable. And, we are getting advanced, and it's because of technology that nowadays you can be able to have people using the dildos that Neil is describing. People through the internet can be able to watch some pornography. I agree with Nelly, but the only part Nelly is saying that modern bedroom has really bullied men, and men are on the receiving end. But I think that is not true. Some of these things you'll find that even the ladies, these ladies are victims. For example, here you have a man who been watching pornographic videos. You see some styles over there. Then you want to go and practice it with some innocent girl who doesn't even know how these things work or what you're trying to do. So at the end of the day, you are intimidating this person. Your mind is not there because you are thinking of what you watch in the movie, but you want to practice it with somebody who is totally different from the person that you are watching in these movies. And this kind of technology, I think, is what has broken so many relationships because people have raised their expectations based on what they see. Then when it comes to practical application, they end up getting disappointed. So you'll keep on, you want to try different people looking for that person who can do it perfectly the way you saw it. So I think these are some of the advancements that we need to shun down, and we need to go back to our African morals. Things like intimacy were never taught in any in any institution. They're things that are natural. They don't have a formula. As long as you can be able to have some pleasure in what you're doing, that is the end of it. But nowadays, I think very soon people are going to start institutions to teach people how to make love. Because people will want to compete and they would want to do it how others are also doing it. So these are some advancements that are really negatively impacting on our morals, and not only as Africans, even the people who believe in the Western religion, like Christians and the Muslims. You'll find that they describe them as immoral. That's my opinion.
Wonderful. Those are nice sentiments, and basically, as you have highlighted, that we need to still go back to our morals and also do what is necessary. There is also need for a talk and an agreement, and sometimes we have been tied to this, whereby what you order is not what you get, and sometimes it's good for us to be really be careful about this. As we come to the close, we have been discussing issues to do with bedroom mirror. We need to put our houses in order. We need to get the gem that kept us together, or that brought us together in a relationship. And we need to make sure that within the context of the bedroom, not just the physical part of it, but in terms of our heart, in terms of intimacy, in terms of issues related to emotional intimacy, communication and such, we are getting back to this. This show is meant to bring back the gem and the bond that has been existing. I'll invite my panelists to give parting shots, starting with Nelly. Nelly?
Yes. Oh, parting shots. This was a good topic. I'm so sorry I joined late. I was a bit busy, and then you can hear my voice is not so good. So I never thought I could deliver well for you people. So this is what I'll say as my parting shot. Love is a beautiful thing, and it's the only gift that God gave us on earth. To love one another, to be kind to one another. There's nobody who was born perfect. Do not do not deny yourself the enjoyment of your partner, trying to compare somebody who chose you for a lifetime with somebody who just took you to prove their prowess in bed while dating you. It's like you focus on the wedding and forget about the marriage itself. So let us put our energies in the right places. Just realize that nobody's perfect. It's a learning process. Be kind to one another when you with your words. Learn in the process. Talk to each other. Speak to each other. Communicate to one another. And also for women, learn to be vulnerable in bedroom so that your man can understand you. Try just communicate in a way. Kuna sauti ya bedroom, communicate pole pole akuelewe. Men have an ego. And even to our dear men, it's not that we don't love you, we love you so much. But also you try to understand us. At times hatujisikii, unaona hatujisikii na hii kitu. Na saa zingine pia tunaitaka, msitunyime. Don't feel like it's only supposed to happen when the other person wants it, but when the other person initiates it, it's a fault. It's now a mistake that you are even denied, you know. And to my fellow queens, my fellow women, initiate this thing if you want it. Initiate, eh? Omba ni yako, omba upatiwe. Unaona? So explore your bedroom to the maximum that you can. Do not use sex as a way to get denial of sex as a way to punish your spouse, and do not use it as a way to get away with all your mistakes. That is what I would say. Learn to communicate. Don't change your bedroom into a courtroom where the pillows can only be reminded of the tears but not of the kisses that you had while doing the pillow talk. Sawa sawa. That's my parting shot.
Wonderful, Nelly. Wonderful that you have reminded us to always use the
Madam
bedroom for
Nelly.
the right purpose. The pillow, Boniface, the pillows are not for fighting. The pillows are for cuddling, fighting, and also making enjoyable. Na pia umetukumbusha kuwa kama unataka omba ni yako na mko na yeye hapo. It is your right. Both of you have to have a way of communicating. Boniface, your parting shots kindly.
Mimi sasa hapa sasa, unajua nimekuja kitu kama 35 minutes ago and again nimeenjoy sana hiyo show, maana Nelly anaeleza kila kitu kinanga ubaga. Ai, anasema tuombe hii kitu hata kama tuko na ego, pole tu. Anyway, that's a nice show and I have really enjoyed, and Nelly is giving us those bedroom matters again. For those who have not already got into marriage, and those who are trying to pimp into it, you have gotten very good ideas on how we're going to maneuver on how to make our bed go on well. And again, thank you, Nelly, for giving us those good points when it comes to bed matters.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Boniface. We have parting shots from Leo.
Oh, thank you, Jesse, Nelly, Boniface, and all the viewers. So it's evident that bedroom is one of the foundations of marriage or relationship. Actually, I'm talking of marriage because these bedroom matters in a moral society. These are things that are made for people who stay together as husband and wife. The other one that people do outside marriage is classified as immorality. And now, being that this is the pillar, that it's the bond or it's the nut that joins relationships and marriage, we need to make it more fun. We need to keep it alive. We need to exploit. We need to ensure that at least we give it the importance that it deserves. So hata tukikuwa na shida pande zingine, pengine mtu amekosa hela, pengine mtu hana moods, lakini ikifika pale kwa bedroom, manake hii ndio ile kitu inaunganisha hii ndoa yetu, pale nafasa tuchangamke, because I'm very sure that most relationships that break, it all starts, the problem is normally in the bedroom. And how do you get this? Because somebody will start accusing the other one of being unfaithful. Why are you unfaithful? You go and share the bedroom issues with somebody else who is not your partner. Na hii itakuja kuharibu ndoa. So let us respect the bedroom and get as much fun as possible from our bedrooms, and let us ensure that this bedroom keeps us together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That has been our show for the day. Remember, this is Afrique 24 TV channel where we bring you news that you cannot get anywhere else, or programs that you cannot get them anywhere else. I want to appreciate my panelists, that is Nelly, Ann, Nyox, Leo, Boniface, together with Nick and Jeff. Our viewers, just to mention a few: Ann, Rahab, Goodia, Hadassah, Mary, Ruth, everybody who has participated in this. Remember, we do this each and every Friday at 8 p.m. Kenyan time, East African time, here in Afrique 24 TV channel. I've been your host, MCJC Mwas. We say good night, good morning, good afternoon.
Join us every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a captivating journey into the world of love, relationships, and romance, presented by the dynamic trio Maggie Nyox, MC Jesse and Annie Waweru, Bed of Roses, promises to be your weekly dose of heartwarming stories, insightful discussions, and expert advice on matters of the heart. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or simply love a good love story, this is the show for you. Don't miss out on the chance to unwind and indulge in the joys and challenges of love, all brought to you by our talented hosts. Tune into Africa 24 every Friday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. and let us guide you through the enchanting world of Bed of Roses. Subscribe now and mark your calendars. You don't want to miss this. See you there.